Now, in an effort to prevent concussions like that, some high schools in our area use Guardian caps during practice. It's a padded helmet covering that can reduce the force of an impact by up to a third. That's according to university hospitals. Maddie Franz is in studio tonight to show us which schools are using them and how. Good evening, Maddie.
Hi, John. We found 10 high schools that have Guardian caps for football practice. Some, like Davenport Central, North Scott, and Rockridge, use them for every player. At Muscatine and Fulton, high-impact players like linemen are required to wear them. The coach at Fulton tells me the caps are also used by athletes who've had a concussion in the past. But the athletic trainer at Bettendorf High School tells me the caps aren't the only way to prevent concussions. And when athletes do get concussions, there's a safe way to get them back in the game.
It's an injury like others. It's harder because you can't see it.
As the athletic trainer at Bettendorf High School, Jessica Rummery knows how to spot a concussion after a big impact.
Some stumbling, some head shaking, some slow to get up off the field.
She gives the athlete a quick exam, testing reaction time and impulse control.
Once we kind of are suspicious of concussion and investigating and may see more signs and symptoms and the testing be positive for some altered state, we do remove them from the participation immediately.
To return to play, the athlete needs to wait until their symptoms are gone. They also need a gradual reintroduction to physical activity.
And if you do the appropriate rehabilitation and the appropriate return to sport, your risks of developing the scary things are less.
When concussions are managed properly, Rummery says long-term impacts like CTE are less likely. CTE, or chronic traumatic encephalopathy, is a degenerative disease caused by repeated head impacts.
So if we're making sure athletes aren't returning too soon or aren't hiding their symptoms from us and playing while concussed, the risks of things like that are much, much lower.
While Bettendorf High School doesn't have Guardian caps, she says there are other ways to prevent concussions.
Coaches are very helpful on proper tackling techniques. Heads-up football is key, and I think things like appropriate rest, education on rest and hydration and nutrition for these kids is important as well.
Now, Rummery says concussions should be treated like any other sports injury. With the right recovery process, it's easy for athletes to safely return to play. John?
All right, Maddie, thank you. And Rummery also says strength and conditioning programs are important for all athletes that can help them withstand more force in an impact.